Hello, friends and colleagues. I'm Walter de Casaretti, Manna Dean Carlson Endowed Chair of Social Sciences, Director of the Research Center on Violence, and Professor of Sociology at West Virginia University. The seeds for this special issue of violence against women were sown in numerous long and meaningful conversations with James Patachek, one of the contributors to this special issue, in the latter part of 2018. And my perception was at that juncture that feminist theoretical work in the fields of violence against women and other forms of gender-based violence, especially in the United States, had declined significantly in the past 2 decades. And it seemed that the bulk of peer-reviewed journal articles that appear in the mainstream journals are for the most part empirical and prioritize quantitative analysis. And after lengthy conversations with James Patachek and several others, I was more and more convinced that my perceptions were correct. However, we needed some additional data to confirm my perceptions. And so Jim suggested that we go to the 3rd European Conference on Domestic Violence in Oslo, Norway, which was held from September 1st to 4th, 2019. And we presented some feminist papers. We invited Alicia Durfee, who's also a contributor to this special issue, and Donna Coker to participate on the panel, which was well attended. In fact, the room was packed, and we got considerable feedback on our work, confirming that feminist theoretical work, especially from sociological perspectives, was sidelined. And so the purpose of this special issue is to rekindle feminist sociological thinking about violence against women and other forms of gender-based violence. And in the special issues, me, obviously, James Patachek, Martin D. Schwartz, Alicia Durfee. Then we have commentaries from Gwen Honeycutt and Sarah Jane Brubaker, and we're deeply appreciative that they took the time and effort to reflect on our contributions to this special issue. My article is the lead article, and it's titled Bringing Feminist Sociological Analyses of Patriarchy Back to the Forefront of the Study of Woman Abuse. And I call it woman abuse instead of violence against women because I feel that term captures the broad range of women's hurtful experiences, such as coercive control, psychological abuse, spiritual abuse, physical violence, sexual violence, and so on. All of these behaviors that exist on what Liz Kelly refers to as the continuum of sexual violence. And so what my paper does, and you will hear about the other papers, the purpose of it is to chronicle how feminist sociological work that examines the close connection between patriarchy and violence got sidelined, and to suggest a few strategies for challenging the hegemony of mainstream perspectives on woman abuse. And you will hear from my colleagues. They'll be talking about the main objectives of their offerings, and we look forward to hearing feedback on our work, and we are deeply appreciative of you taking the time and effort to read our contributions. Thank you.